I am Amy Smollers, and welcome to this week's episode of Reflective Fridays. So, as always, I really do take time to reflect on my week, to think about what I can share with you on this Reflective Fridays video. And what came to mind was actually a story that I have from a networking event that I attended on Tuesday morning earlier this week, and the implications it has had on me, and also I thought about it, and there was a process that I used that I wanted to share with you, and some of you may already use it, and I think I may have been using this subconsciously before, but it really came to the forefront, and so I wanted to share this with you when it comes to networking events, work events, and I'm sure it's applicable to other areas as well, but I don't know about you, but as easy as it is for me to come behind the camera for you now, to teach a class, to go on stage, I love that stuff. It is really hard for me to work up the mental and physical energy that I need to enter into a room for a networking event, right? And it could be some people that I know well, but oftentimes there may be one or two people that I know, and a lot that I don't. And I think about it and I sort of dread the conversation, dread having to go up to introduce myself and talk to folks, which is silly because I know once I get there, I'm going to make some really great connections, because I always do. Meet some fun people, always do. But that's just how I am. So anyway, on Tuesday I was at this networking event, and what I did, so I did my regular, breathing and relaxing to go in. But the trick that I used is to go in with an intention that wasn't for Amy Smollers, the founder of Women's Biz Accelerator, coach, mentor, or CEO. It was the intention of going in as Amy Smollers, who is building a program for young women in Boston. And so a little bit of the backstory is I'm working with some folks to develop a summer program for young women aged in middle school and high school to attend a week-long program in entrepreneurship in Boston. And I'm so excited about this program because I want these young women to have an opportunity to learn about business, what goes into it, all sorts of different techniques with it, and to have an opportunity also to be together with other like-minded, amazing people. And I have already a crazy lineup of awesome people to come in and talk to these young women. So what made it easier for me on Tuesday was going in with the intention of making connections and meeting people for these young women who I don't even know yet. Because I need to get supplies, I need to get people to come in and speak, I need to get sponsors, because I don't want to charge for this program. I want to make it a week-long program for free, so it'll be application-based. But the young women in the program come, they don't pay anything. So I went in with that intention of building up some connections and networks and follow-up meetings so I can get this moving, because it's almost middle of March and I want to do this in June or July. So, but the big takeaway and what I really wanted to share with you today was the idea of having the intention of something bigger than just myself, and going in for a bigger purpose, a bigger mission or vision. It's so much easier for me to introduce myself, learn about other people, ask them questions, and just start building the beginnings of a relationship. And so for those of you who have challenges like I do of going into a room, that's a great way to do it, and it's a great tip. For those of you who don't have challenges, please let me know. And I would love to hear some of your stories of how it becomes natural to you, because I always learn. I have a couple really close friends who just walk into a room and just chat with everybody, and I always get tips from them on what works too. So I'd love to hear from you. And for those of you who have some challenges like me, I'd love to hear from you on tips that you use for coping, because the one that I'm sharing today around having an intention of something bigger than just you is just one of so many different options that you can use. And so for my challenge for you this week is to think about a recent networking event or a place that you went where you didn't know as many people. And how did you feel going in? And did you have an intention of what you wanted to get out of that meeting? And if you did you get it? And if you didn't have an intention, If you think back, would that have helped you in the process? So with that, I thank you and honor you for sharing time with me on this Reflective Fridays. And always don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can get this automatically in your inbox every Friday afternoon, pretty close to a few minutes after I take the video. And leave comments and share with other friends too. I love the comments and the emails, and I've gotten some great suggestions, so I have a lineup for the rest of March and April to talk about, but keep those coming. So thank you so much, and don't forget to start and end every day with a smile.